If your portfolio isn't bringing you clients, it's not because you're not talented enough. It's probably because it is too complicated. Most designers and lettering artists build portfolios to impress other creatives, not the people who can actually hire them. And when that happens, your site might look beautiful, but it doesn't work. Today, we'll fix that. I will show you how to turn your portfolio from a pretty gallery into a client magnet by simplifying it, curating it, and making it speak the right language. I've reviewed hundreds of portfolios from lettering artists and designers, my students, my mentees, and my team members. I have also redesigned my own portfolio more times than I can count. Every single version taught me something about how clients actually look at your work. I learned what makes them click contact and what makes them close the tab. In this episode, I will share: number 1, the biggest portfolio mistakes that cost you clients. Number 2, the story of how my own portfolio went from failure to client magnet. Number 3, a clear step-by-step system to simplify your site without losing your style. And finally, what clients really look for and how to show it fast. Let's start with this. Your portfolio is one of your main assets as a lettering designer. It's a bridge between your work and the opportunities you want. It tells the world who you are, what you can do, and more importantly, who you can help. When done right, it becomes your best salesperson. It works for you 24 hours a day while you sleep, bringing new clients, collaborations, and projects your way. But here's the problem. Most portfolios don't do that. Most portfolios are built to impress other creatives. They are polished, artistic, and full of creative experiments that other designers love, but that leave potential clients confused. Let me walk you through some of the reasons this happens. Number 1, lack of curation. Designers include everything. Every school project, every client job, every random personal piece. Your best work gets buried under a pile of experiments. Number 2, lack of context. Pretty pictures are nice, but if you don't show how your lettering lives in the world, people won't connect it to their needs. So the book cover, the packaging, the mural, the sign, help them see it in use. Number 3, too much content. You include process photos, sketches, behind the scene notes, and suddenly clients can't tell what's the final piece. They get overwhelmed. Number 4, trying too hard to look creative. You add fancy animations, parallax scrolling, floating letters, sound effects, but the more visual noise you add, the less people can actually see your work. And number 5, overcomplicating structure. Many creatives think that having more menu items makes their site look full and impressive and like you're doing a lot of things. But as a web expert once told me, you should have no more than 6 menu items in your menu bar. More than that, and visitors get lost. The truth is, most portfolios fail not because of lack of skill, but because of lack of clarity. They try to say everything and end up saying nothing. But that's gonna change today. Let me tell you a story from the very beginning of my career, because I made all the same portfolio mistakes myself. The first website I ever built was supposed to showcase my illustration work. I wanted it to be unique, different, unforgettable. And of course, I decided to do everything myself, including the programming. I spent weeks learning HTML from scratch because I wanted to control every pixel. And my big idea, a site that scrolled horizontally. Back then, everybody's websites scrolled vertically. And I thought, well, mine will stand out. And it did, just not in the way I hoped. People had no idea how to navigate it. They would get stuck halfway because they didn't realize the page moved sideways. And to make it work, I had to format all my images in a specific way so the layout wouldn't break. And since I wasn't exactly a coding expert, you couldn't even click on the projects to see them larger. I was proud of that website because it was creative, but it completely failed to do its job. It didn't bring me a single client, not one. After a few months, I thought, okay, maybe the issue is that it's too weird. I will make it more conventional. And I will also add a few more projects so that it doesn't feel like too few. So I redesigned it. And this time I included everything: illustration, graphic design, typography, lettering, a total patchwork of all the things I could do. And guess what? That didn't work either because it was confusing. It didn't tell visitors who I was, what I specialized in, or what they could hire me for. Was I an illustrator, a designer, a letterer, a web coder? It wasn't until I stripped that website down to the essentials that things started to work. I got rid of 80% of the content. I stopped showing everything I could and focused on the one thing I wanted to do: lettering design. I bought a simple website template, no more coding experiments, no horizontal scrolling, and focused entirely on clarity. And almost immediately, it started paying off. People stayed longer on my site. I could see it on the stats of the page. I started receiving inquiries that said, we love your lettering work. Can you do something similar for us? I was finally sending a clear message to the world, and that clarity was coming back to me as opportunities. That's the moment I learned that your portfolio isn't just about showing what you can do, it's about showing who you want to be hired as. If your website looks like a buffet of creative skills, people won't know what to pick. That's analysis paralysis, doesn't work. But if it's clear and focused, they will know exactly what you're the go-to person for. It's better to be known for one thing than vaguely remember for 10. So how do you apply all of this to your portfolio? Let's break it down step by step. Step number 1, define your goal. Before you even open your website editor, ask, what do I want my portfolio to do for me right now? Do you want to attract branding clients, publishers, agencies, private collectors? Because what you show and how you show it will depend on that answer. If you're just starting out, focus on potential. Show that you understand aesthetics, typography, and design thinking. And if you're more established, focus on results. Show the brands you have worked with and how your work performed. When you know your goal, every design decision becomes easier. Number 2, curate ruthlessly. This is the hardest step. You have to let go of projects that you may love, but that don't align with where you want to go. So here's a rule of thumb. If a project doesn't serve your future, it doesn't belong in your present portfolio. Aim for 6 to 8 strong projects. That's all you need. That's it. You don't need 30. Clients don't want to scroll forever. They just need a few clear examples that prove you can deliver. Step 3, add context. Don't just show a close-up of the artwork. Show how it lives in the world. A lettering piece on packaging, a mural on a wall, a logo on a storefront, a headline in a magazine. Context helps people imagine working with you. It makes your work look real. And if you don't have professional photos, mock it up. Mock-ups are designers' best friends. When I started, I mocked up every single piece of work I had, and my own portfolio is full of mock-ups. That's how I get hired, because people can see, can visualize my work in their context. Number 4, simplify your navigation. Your website should be like a guided museum tour, not a maze. Keep a maximum of 6 menu items. Typically, home, about, portfolio, shop if you sell products, contact, and maybe one more like press or speaking. If you need a map to navigate your own website, your clients definitely will too. Number 5, let your work breathe. White space is confidence. I know it's tempting to fill every space with something, but when you give your work room to breathe, it communicates professionalism. Think about luxury brands. Their websites are often incredibly minimal. Why? Because the product is the hero. Your work should be the hero, not your web design. Step number 6, cut the noise. No autoplay music, no animated cursors, no Hoover fireworks. If your portfolio takes longer than 3 seconds to load, you have already lost half your visitors. 3 seconds is what takes people to decide whether they stay or not. Remember that. Step number 7, make it about them. Every project page should tell a small story, not just what you did, but why you did it. So add 1 or 2 sentences. The goal was to create a handcrafted lettering style that made the brand feel approachable and premium. These kind of texts give context to your projects and help your potential client connect their needs to your skills. Step number 8, keep building it. Your portfolio is not a one-time project. It's a living organism that evolves as you do. Every new project, every new direction, every new skill, your site should reflect that. And inside Big Ampersand, my community for lettering artists and designers, we work on this continuously. It's one of the core things we focus on because your portfolio is your business card, your sales page, and your stage, all in one. And you should know that for the first time, we are opening Big Ampersand to the public, but it will only be for a short time window. If you want to learn how to build a portfolio that attracts the right clients and shows your true potential, sign up at bigampersand.com. Here's the truth. Simplifying your portfolio doesn't make it boring. It makes it effective. The best portfolios I've seen and the ones that bring in consistent client work are not flashy. They are clear, confident, and intentional. They show focus, they show taste, and they show that you understand what clients value. At the end of the day, clients are buying your judgment. They want to know know that you can make decisions, prioritize, and communicate clearly. Your portfolio is your first opportunity to prove that. So every few months, revisit it. Ask yourself, is it still aligned with the kind of work I want to do? Am I showing too much? Does this make it easy for a stranger to know how I can help them? If not, go through this video again and simplify. Think about your website as a prototype that you will always be iterating. So let's wrap this up. Your portfolio is your most powerful business tool as a creative. It's not a scrapbook, it's not a gallery, it's your stage. Here's what I want you to take away. Speak to clients, not peers. Curate, don't clutter. Add context and clarity. And above all, keep evolving. A simple, clear, confident portfolio can do what no amount of cold emails can. It can make people come to you. And if you want help building yours, the kind of portfolio that gets noticed and gets you paid, this is exactly what we do inside Big Ampersand, my membership to master the art and business of lettering. We will open enrollment soon, and for the first time, it will be open to the public. There will be a short time window, so go now to bigampersand.com and sign up for the waiting list. When doors open, you will be the first one to know, and I will be there inside personally helping you refine your portfolio so it brings you real opportunities. If you love this video, subscribe and like, and share it with a creative friend who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing you're going to remove from your portfolio after listening to this? Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.